Hello there, everyone. This is Super Arts. I just had official surgery yesterday, still recovering. But yeah, Diablo 2 Resurrected has been released for more than a week, so I want to briefly talk about it. Firstly, where I'm at. So I think I spent almost a week in MF Blizzard sorceress. She has firstly started with 300 MF, which of course, Helm and Fisto, was very easy to farm. But later on, I reduced MF to 230, and was able to achieve the highest faster cast rate, which was great. And so now it allows me to farm Duriel. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Please check my Instagram TVs for how to farm with Blizzard sorceries and where to farm on high difficulty. And now I have level 30-ish paladin, which is of course it's a blessed hammer build, and working on that for 2-3 days. So today I'm going to talk about the economy system, how it works. So basically, if you go to Diablo 2 Resurrected, you will see a lot of trading rooms inside, which is, if you plan to do that, my suggestion is that don't do that. That is very low efficient. You could scam someone or get some really good deal, but I would say it's very, very unlikely. And don't depend on it. Use your time in a better way. Don't waste your time in there. Even though you could just simply create a trading room and then farm, it's still kind of distracting. People comes and go, and will have to type, which is very, very low efficient. I would recommend, instead of D2 GSP, I would just use the modern way. So it's a year 2021. Go to Discord. So I'm not suggesting anything. I'm not advertising anything myself. But just Google it for Diablo 2 trading Discord. Join a community. There will be a thousand players out there, and that is much better than a game that has almost zero, not almost, literally zero filter function built in. I really hope Blizzard can do better about it in game, but let's just count on it. Discord is the way to go. Simply to put how it works is that you search for something to either want to buy or want to sell, and then you PM and then talk with them, and of course you would people there are usually better than random people on Battle.net. I don't think that people would really scam you, but just pay attention to two things. One is that take it slow. When you initialize a trade, take a look at what they are selling and what you are offering. Make sure and then click the trade button. And that's it. Don't do things people could just disable chat so that you, I think it's control click or alt click, I forgot, but you could drop your things on the ground. That was, tricks people performed 20 years ago. But yeah, so now just cut those bullshit. Just talk on Discord and trade in the window, done. And make sure to give them reputation if the Discord communicator suggests that. That's always a good thing. Provide feedback. And yeah, that's about trading. Sorry, it got a little bit distracted. Now let's go back to the economy. The economy works in a way that basically there are currencies that are consumable, perfect gems used for all the cube recipes, and ruins, of course, for the ruin worlds. And if you think about it this way, so these things, yes, they are consumable, and but at a certain point, if Varian has Enigma, then this currency price will go down. So this is one aspect. The other aspect is that for like other, of course, gear, like you like for me, I have like this. What I'm showing here is the Blizzard not mage, the Blizzard sorceries, and I have like a bunch of common gears. Some gears that is sort of a BAS, some is mediocre, and some is just something like the emulate is just a meh. But in general, you are like getting the gear, and the goal is that you just get the perfect BAS gear best in slot. So that's what you're after. So, and as you can imagine, there will always be like two trends. One is that the common gear will go lower and lower because the supply will be like larger and larger, and the demand is be lesser and lesser because everyone is able to farm them eventually. But for like better gears, like some either is you want to get the best variables, or you want to get the some gear that is the drop rate is relatively low, and then those price will stay maybe like slightly higher because currencies are also consumable, and there are a couple of ways to like farm high ruins, and they just have a constant drop rate. So basically, if you take a look at the charts, the lower the drop rate is, and the prices are going to be higher, and also the usefulness is higher than the price will go higher because of the demand is always higher, and then this include like the BAS gears for each variable builds, especially popular builds. The meta can change. So usually, like from if you take a look at the Discord, it's just like more than I think 8 days. I mean, just 8 days, like after launch. So everyone has a Blitz Mage, and as me, like higher MF, you have all the weapons, everything, but you may not have the Tarasha set, which will grant you like about 100 more MF, and that is what everyone's after. And the drop rate is like significantly lower for the chest. I think the chest is the rarest. And for the amulet is also very rare, but for like weapon and belt is much lower, and for like helmet is a main. So in this case, like the chest, as you can see, everyone is trying to buy that, and for Shanko helm, everyone's buying that. So these are very hot items. And in the like future, I foresee that the paladin gear will be more and more expensive because everyone is shifting to paladin, which is very like reasonable, and this is how economy like works. And so basically, just save your time like dealing with the trash legendaries, and even like some really useful like the one that I'm using, the wizard spike. Like and the fist mage, I think mage fist. Sorry, yeah, I think it's the mage fist. So all these gears, like yes, they are good, but they are not rare. So if you have them and to spare, just sell them like for high ruins, because the ruins will be more like stable, even though everyone is using them, but they are relatively rare, and I think the price will be like stable. The thing here is that we don't have like some like a foreign gold as a currency, so it's a little bit hard to justify what I said when I say like price higher and lower, like what you are comparing against. So now I'm sort of comparing everything to everything, which is not a very ideal way to describe things, but unfortunately it's how it is. If you go to Discord, people just treating ruins as a different level of ruins, and the value is not determined yet. So this is a chaotic moment. If you like, you are a flipper, you can just do the flipping stuff, and you want to pay real money, you can play your style. And for me, I'm enjoying the game more. Like I would like to like all my gears. I just got all of them literally, except for maybe one or two perfect top ups. So I got all of them from farming. I enjoy that. But if you don't appreciate this way, it's totally fine, depending on your play style. But just be aware of like what the trend is going to be like, and don't like waste your just maximize your efficiency in general, and most importantly, just enjoy the game. So yeah, so to recap about the economy, how it works is that the ruin and the lower drop slash very useful items. So these are the good items, and for the other things, either sell them quick or just don't waste your time. And even posting. I mean, so basically, let's go back to the trading. What I'm really trying to say here is that don't rely on some room, like random trading room. Just go to the market, go to Discord, see what the people are seeking, see what people are selling, and compare the supply and demand, and then you will make your best judgment. So as the current meta, as I said, the mage gear, MF gear is really hot. So like this is current meta. It may shift, but this is how it's going to work. And if you are a new player, you are old player, you are not it's even like Discord is not a D2 JSP, but it's the same concept. But for new players, just study the supply and demand. And if you want to be a flipper, good luck, but you need to be more specific about your skill set. But as a normal player, don't hoard your not very valuable things. Like for example, the Immortal King gear. So these are cool gears set, but they're not the BS, and tons of people are selling them because the job rate is pretty low. So don't spend too much time on it. Eventually, you are wasting your time managing all these things. With the same time, you can build different builds and you can enjoy your game, or you can farm more efficiently. Listing all the 10, 20 not very useful items. Before you do that, just check the want to buy, add something for example, Wizard Spike, super useful, legendary. But if you search for want to buy Wizard Spike, not much. And if you see want to sell, that's a lot. And even though people are buying something, selling something at the price as a lamb, but LEM, the ruin. But if no one's buying, then what is the price is for? So, but if you're for a Taurash chest, that's a totally different story. So just study the trend, study the market, think before you act. That eventually will save your time. So this is how it goes. My next move is going to be leveling up my paladin, and then try to get more ESP and farm the Bale section. So hope you guys check my other Instagram videos about my progress if you're interested, and have a good day farming in the weekend.